Hey everyone in Facebook world, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is your girl Selena Baker, Dr. Selena Baker with Shake and Bake, coming to you live from Parkland, Florida. And I just wanted to talk to you guys this morning. I was in I was actually listening to a motivational speech this morning, and it just had me all fired up and just got me thinking that maybe I need to talk to you guys about it, say what's up or whatever, So anybody who's joining me right now, say what's up, say hi, give me some light, some love, let me know that you're there. If you're just joining me for the first time and don't know who I am, like I said, I am Dr. Selena Baker. I am a health and startup business coach, and I am excited just to share with you this morning. Like, I was thinking when I was listening to it, actually listening to Tony Robbins, and he was saying some really powerful stuff this morning, and he was talking about changing your story. And we all have a story to tell, guys. We really do. We all have a story to tell. So like I said, if you're jumping on for the first time, give me some likes and love, let me know that you're there, give me a share as well. But for real, like, we'll never be successful blaming others or blaming God. We never will. When it comes to us failing, and let's say, for example, when we fail in the past, we all have a story to tell. We always have a story of why, we are where we are today. We always have a story. Everybody has a story about why we are where we are today. Hey Kay, what's up? How are you? So my thing is, let's change our story so we can change our life, people. Because the story that we tell ourselves is the story that we use to protect ourselves. That same story that we use to protect ourselves is the same story that's holding us back. I mean, if y'all getting something from that, like I said, likes and shares, guys. But the same story that we're using today is the same story that is holding us back right now. So we tell ourselves different stories like, hey Patrick, how are you? We tell ourselves different stories. Like, for example, when we say why we are where we are today, a story would be, or why you're not moving on in your business or whatever. And the story would be, oh, no money, no time, no resources or whatever. We didn't know the right people. We didn't have the right education or anything like that. Well, when the real story is, like, when you actually think about all those different reasons and stuff like that, like whether it's, okay, we didn't have enough time, we didn't have enough money, we didn't have the right resources, we didn't know where to go, blah blah blah. The real issue is, all of it just sounds like it's just resources. Period. Like, all of it is just resources, but it's not resources that's the problem. It's the problem of resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is the problem. We were lacking the ability to just be resourceful in our own life, And what did I mean by that? For example, like, a lot of people say we don't have time, we don't have money or whatever like that. Let's take money for example. A lot of times you're like, okay, well, we can't invest in our business, we can't invest in ourselves, we can't do all these things that required us to move forward. And for the lack of resourcefulness, really, it's just that. Because think about it. One moment you're saying that you don't have the money, you don't have the money right now or whatever, for one thing, for your business. But then somebody will come in the same breath and tell you, hey, I got Jay-Z tickets for $100. Now, we know that Jay-Z tickets for $100 is a steal. All of a sudden, $100 just magically come up. And it didn't just magically come up. You just use your skills of resourcefulness to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying to you guys, is that it's not lack of resources, it's lack of resourcefulness. And other stories that we tell ourselves, for example, other stories that we tell ourselves are the reason why I am the way I am, or the reason why I'm where I am is because my parents didn't love me, or I was sexually abused, or I grew up in a poor family, or whatever. Like, whatever these stories that we tell ourselves that we're using to protect ourselves on why we're doing less, or why we can't get things done, or whatever like that. We're using these stories, and I'm not saying that these stories are not significant. I'm saying that we shouldn't use them to hold us back. Now, for example, I'll give you an example of a real life person. A real life person was a young lady. She was born in a very poor family, and she, at the age of 13, was pregnant. She got pregnant at the age of 13. Now, that little girl, because of the stress of everything with having a baby, she gave her baby to her grandma to actually raise, and so she spent the baby spent a lot of her time with the grandmother. So as the daughter, the baby that had that was given to her grandmother, she was actually being raised by a grandmother, and she grew up and followed pretty much the same footsteps as her mother. So, for example, but what happened at the age of, by the age of 13, she was pretty much sexually abused and stuff like that by close members and family members and everything. And at the same time, following in the footsteps of her mother, became pregnant. Now, that young lady who became pregnant actually gave birth to a baby that was stillborn. Now, this person that I'm talking about, now you think with this person, this little baby that grew up to follow up in her mom's footsteps, had a baby, and the baby grew up to be stillborn, was in a poor situation or whatever, you think that she would not amount to anything. You think that she would not have any impact in the world. Hey, Felisa, what's up? You think that she would have, I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I haven't. You think that she wouldn't have anything to do in this world, like any impact at all. But the person I'm talking about is Oprah. Oprah. Yes, Oprah was that 13-year-old girl that had a mom that was 13 that gave birth to her, that now she gave birth to a stillborn baby, and she was abused. She was sexually abused and everything like that. But do you see her using that as an excuse? Not at all. Right now, Oprah is the most influential black woman in the world, and she even grew up in an environment in the United States where and not that it's not any different now, but but it's way different then, where everybody judged them specifically by their color and not by their character or anything like that. She grew up in a really crazy time. But are you seeing her using her story as the reason why she is not making an impact on the world? No, I think not, guys. And that's why I'm saying that when it comes to our story, we cannot be playing back the same story over and over and over again that is holding us back from pushing forward. We need to change our story. And when we change our story, we're going to change our lives. So that was just this Tuesday morning motivation that I wanted to give you guys. Like I said, give me some likes, give me some love, give me some shares. And I want to invite all the queens, all the ladies that are on this video right now, and actually on the replay, to actually join my private circle. And it's the Lioness Den Mastermind Shift Circle. I want to invite you all. Just go ahead and go to thelionesscircle.com and request to join my group. It's a Facebook group, and I actually go in there. I give tips and tricks about tips and tricks about different business ideas, certain things that I'm learning out on the market or whatever. And I also put some motivation in there as well. But I want to invite you all to my free group. It is the Lioness Den Shift Circle, and you can join by going to thelionesscircle.com. And actually, I'll just put it in the comments if I can, if it'll let me. If not, I'll just actually do it. It's not letting me do it. Okay. Well, actually, no, I got it. So give me a moment. Lioness Circle.com. And why is it not letting me do it? Circle.com. Wow, my phone is like not letting me do a lot of things right now. But thelionesscircle.com. Yeah, so that's it right there. So go ahead and join my group. And like I said, I do a lot of tips and tricks, stuff that I learned out just doing business or whatnot that's working for me, and I share that with you all. And like I said, this morning I just was listening to a motivational speech, and it had hit me such a way that I felt like I needed to share with you all. So I love you all. Got to go. Bye for now.